From where I am in this world, there's a small harbor town where the pulse of vitality is the ocean, the sound, and the streams of the uplands. Yeah, and the constants of the rain. And fishing fleet muscle with acute growing pains. Maintaining those harvests the loans have to claim. Where the salmon know not but anadromous ways, ancient as rains that are gathered away with the souls of the flows down our watercourse ways. This whole thing about fishing, unlike in this community here, it sounds kind of rosy to say family, but really it kind of is. If I was to sell my permit and go do something else, I'd be kind of leaving my family. This fishing culture, And so when I do my poems and I get around people who dig that, we're celebrating our culture. We're celebrating the life. My name's Steve Schoonmaker, and I have the fishing boat Saltier. I've been fishing since '82. When I started fishing in Kodiak, I was down there with Fishing Game, and I got a girlfriend who was a set netter, and she kind of introduced me to the people in town and the commercial fishing thing. I was like, oh, look at this life, And so I was down at the bar one night, and the beachcomber closed the bar, and they kicked me out at 3 in the morning or whatever. And I remember standing there on the beach, and that's right at the channel while the boat's going out. I was pretty drunk, and I was standing there, all romantic feeling. I was watching the boats go out. I was like, man, that's what I'm going to do. I want to be a fisherman. Most of my stuff's about fishing, one way or another. It's about the ocean and stuff. And started doing it to read and perform in front of people probably around 2003 or 4. I went to college in Kenai, little community college there, small business degree. I didn't know how to use a computer and all that stuff. A 2-year degree, but I had to wade through a bunch of algebra, and it was bringing me down, boy, And so I'm in the learning center, and my counselor, who was a wonderful woman, she says to me, hey, how's it going? I said, boy, that algebra's kicking my butt, And she said, well, maybe we should take something different to balance it, And I said, well, something fun, she said. I said, well, what do you got? It's business school, She says, well, beginning watercolor. I thought, yeah, what the hell? I'll try it. Same thing through the learning center. One of the aides, she'd seen me pecking away at the typewriter, and she plopped down next to me and said, well, are you writing a poem? I said, yeah. She said, you write poems? And I said, well, yeah. And she said, well, you should come down to open mic at the college. And so I did. And I hadn't really got to where I thought about it as a performance. I would just read my piece, And she really got behind it. And she had this show called Local Expressions. She said, come on down on the radio and do your poems. Like, on the radio? Yeah, come on down, And so between the art class and doing the poetry now, I started drifting away from the business stuff, Ow. Oh, I went through a divorce. I've been married 19 years that time. It was kind of shook up my thinking, algebra and all that stuff wasn't really floating me, but the art was. And the more that I started having problems in life and this side stuff that was just too much struggle, the more this stuff really felt right. Mind if it turned to a paying gig sometime, but like at that festival, just when someone was interested in me doing it, that's enough for me, Oh, darn. Come on now. That doesn't sound too bad. We'll see how that works. From where I am in this world, I face a rare place, a sea and a land of wild beauties embraced, entangled in conflicts and surviving resolves, extending life forward as the planet revolves with the cogs and the wheels of technology's race, pushing the boundaries of wide open space in the glare of our headlights at a speed limit's pace, down the lines and the curves in the age of my face, down the foam and the curls and the waves of my wakes, down those watercourse ways that know no mistakes, only clouds, rains, and trickles, to the rivers and lakes, only flow and let go of what's time and what's place. From where I am in this world, on the bow of my boat, yeah, the lead lines will sink and those cork lines will float, and my exposure is shielded in a PVC coat from the constants of the rain and the fly of the spray, from the scales and the blood of the salmon I slay, where anadromous echoes our watercourse ways.
From where I am in this world, in the corner still wild, caught with such forces, with a heart like a child, to spill with conditions or shine like the bay, riding high on such a beauty, but in conflict each day, where the being is salty and stressful and loud, and the catching is brutal and grateful and proud, and each of us caught in the pull of our pay that'll run through our hands like the rain and the spray. Season by season, come what may, come what may. Season by season, that watercourse way. From where I am in this world, feeding more than my needs, with a catch of my net is what others will eat. Yeah, there's so many others that know not of the sea, or of anadromous ways, or wild ocean's needs, or habitat losses may continue to lead in directions away from sustainable Steve. From where I am in this world, as I hold in my grip all the lines and the nets and the gills of the fish, I claim as a living, yes, I claim as my own. From where I am in this world, simply flesh, blood, and bone. From where I am in this world, just one simple man with a boat and a net, by a sea and a land, a sea so achieving, by a land so alive, a future uncertain, by a past known to thrive, still easily claimed, with anadromous ways, ancient as rains down our watercourse ways. From where I am in this world, yeah, I'm slicing that pie. Down weathered wood docks, man, I'm striding on by, fish prices high. By the pilings that guide the docks up and down, in the creaking and the shifting and the seagull sounds. Kelped and crustated, harbored and safe, with pressure sedated, but make no mistake. With our wrists not in focus, man, it's never been clear. It's moment by moment, it's season by year. Beauty and conflict wrapped in a fist. The yin and the yang for exist to persist. It's there from what's here, the anadromists say, and there is still here because of our watercourse ways. From where I am in this world, down the lows, up the highs, where the Gulf of Alaska has rewarded our tries, with the flesh of our fisheries on which we rely. Flesh innate and instinctual is all humankind. However domestic our perceptions align, disguised or unconscious, what keeps us alive. Alive is not separate where the sun lights the day. It's all held in the flows of the lands as they lay, at the confluence of beauty in conflict each day, where the salmon know not but anadromous ways, ancient as rains that are gathered away, with the souls of the flows that the sea will regain. So allowed by the sky and the land to replay in that sparkling shine down our watercourse ways.